Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Carter here. This is going to be a Paramilitary 2 collection, entire collection, overview, update, whatever you want to call it. These are all my Paramilitary 2s. A lot of you that have been with my channel for a while know 3 of these, but this is actually the newest edition. I didn't do an unboxing on this. I got it recently. As you can see, I haven't even switched the pocket clip on it. Just got this baby. I've often thought about trying to collect every single Paramilitary 2. I don't know if that's going to be worthwhile, especially the orange and yeah, some of those other sprints I don't have are pretty pricey, and I don't know if it'd be worth it. But other than that, as far as the production goes, I'm only missing 2: the standard black handle satin blade, and then the Digicam handle satin blade, which actually I have owned in the past, but I sold it. Yeah, Paramilitary 2, guys. Love the Paramilitary 2. I know somebody here on YouTube recently got their first, and they came out a little bit skeptical, as the current generation tends to do whenever somebody says that something is just awesome. And the thing about the Paramilitary 2 is it's not really a knife that the second you put it in your hand, you're going to be like, oh my god, this is so amazing. No, you'll probably say, oh yeah, that's nice. You know, the compression lock I'm not really used to. Not sure if I like it all that much. Ergos are pretty good size and stuff like that. It's definitely something that grows on you. When I got my first Paramilitary 2, I liked it. I did. I liked it. I used it. I carried it. I ended up selling it because I wanted to get higher end stuff. My customs rampage I went on. But I always missed it, so then I picked this one up and just blew up out of there. The thing about the Paramilitary 2 is it's one of those knives that you just keep coming back to. I carry this thing all the time. It's probably my most carried knife ever. Out of any knives that I've consistently carried, the single specific knife, I've carried this one and used this one probably more than any of my other knives I've ever owned. And I don't know, you get kind of attached to it. It just carries so well, and it's so perfectly made for EDC use. So easy to use, rock solid lockup, it's lightweight, has perfect amount of cutting length. You really don't need any more than that. S30V steel, US made. I mean, it just has everything. But anyways, let's go through my collection. So I've already talked about this one. I've carried this one the most. This is my go-to knife. This is one that usually is sitting in my closet, that after I carry something new or whatever, I'll just go back to this for a few days. It's got some wear on it. This is the one that I did all those hard use tests on a while back, where I did cardboard cutting and dropping it into wood and chopping that little twig, dropping it on concrete, mud test, all that stuff. This is the one I did that on. Still in perfect condition. I broke one of the screws, had to have Spyderco send me some new ones, but other than that, everything is original except for the body screws. Up next is the S35VN S35VN Brown Sprint Run. I've carried this one quite a bit too, not nearly as much as this one, obviously. Very nice. Love that brown G10. It's also one of the more affordable sprints you can currently get. Very nice. When this first came out, I didn't really want it because S35VN, I think when they ordered this sprint, it was supposed to be the new crazy steel, but then a lot of companies adopted it, and so now it's not really anything, all that crazy. A lot of knives have S35VN, but very cool. This one is my pride and joy. Blue, love that blue, just screaming. M390 steel, really cool stuff. This one's a pretty pricey sprint run. Definitely a very cool Para 2. And the full-on, ninja'd out, murdered out, black on black action tactical Para 2. I've been getting into all black knives a little bit more now. I used to hate them, but I'm actually kind of starting to enjoy them quite a bit. So yeah, everything on here, per Para 2 standards is absolutely perfect. Everything is blacked out except for the liners, the nested liners, including the locking bar. One thing I really like about the black blades on here is how they have the signature, Sal and Eric's signature there, as well as the information. Has satin finish on there, so it just kind of pops out. Really, really cool stuff. S30VN, or I'm sorry, S30V steel on this one. Newest edition. Really like it. One thing I did notice is they all feel about the same, except for this one. The lock bar is kind of weird on this one. I'm not sure exactly why. It feels different. I don't know if it has more tension or something. But man, I love that compression lock. It's just so easy to use. Really sturdy, really strong. And this one, I have literally opened this one thousands. This is the knife when, let's say I get a new knife and I'm carrying it around, it's a more expensive knife, and I'm sitting down at night to watch TV, watch a movie, watch Breaking Bad like I've been doing, and I want to play with something, I grab this one because I'm like, I don't want to play with my Strider, you know, I don't want to wear in the lock or anything like that. So this is the one I grab to play with, and let's see if we can see it here. It's hard to see how far the lock bar moves in on these ones, but it's only moved in like a little tiny bit from when I first got it. I mean, it's probably about 40% the inside of the lock bar, and it probably started at like 30. So yeah, very, very strong, sturdy, long-lasting lockup on here. I've opened this so many times. Alright guys, that's it. Just a quick look at all my paramilitary 2s. Definitely when somebody asks me, what do you recommend for a good EDC knife, this is always the one I recommend first. And I haven't had anybody come back and say, you a-hole, you were wrong. So, you know, and like I mentioned, no knife is perfect, and they all have features that are better for some than others. So, you know, obviously you got to take any sort of recommendation as a really good knife with a grain of salt, because, you know, it may not be your specific cup of tea, but I have a feeling that everybody will at least like the Paramilitary 2. The majority will love it, but some will only like it. I doubt very many people will say they hate it. Maybe a few if they feel like being a-holes and proving a point. But anyway, so that's it. Catch you guys later. Have a good day.